Water pollution in Malaysia.
My name is Aina Safura binti Razali.
My name is Suwaibah Ahmad Sauti.
Nik Syamimi Zulaikha binti Shamsu.
Nurul Huda binti Sharif.
First section, Introduction.
Now I will presenting the introduction part. Water pollution is the contamination of water resources by substances that cause water to be unusable for drinking, cooking, cleaning, swimming, and other activities. Water pollution in Malaysia is caused by point sources and non-point sources. Sources of points that have been identified include sewage treatment plants, manufacturing industries, and agro-based as well as animal farms. Non-point resources are mainly dispersed such as agricultural activities and surface runoff. According to the Malaysia Environmental Quality Report 2016, out of 477 rivers monitored, only 47 of the rivers were classified as clean. 43% were reported as slightly polluted and the other 10% is polluted. Subsequent monitoring in 2017 showed the percentage of clean rivers was declining.
Second section, Factors.
Now I'm presenting the first factors. The first factors is oil leaks and spills. In Malaysia, oil spills are also source of water contamination. Large oil spills and oil leaks, although often unintentional, are major causes of water pollution. Leaks and spills are often caused by oil drilling operation in the ocean or ships transporting oil. The old phrase, like water and oil, is used when describing two things that are not easily mixed or at all. As the saying goes, water and oil do not mix, and oil does not dissolve in water. Depending on the situation, oil spills can be very dangerous to seabirds, sea turtles, and mammals, and can even harm fish and shellfish. Oil destroys the insulating ability of furry mammals such as sea otters and the water repellent abilities of bird feathers, exposing them to harsh elements. For example, the collision of the MV Whaley with the empty bunga tree carrying 61,000 more metric tons of kerosene has caused the Tanjung Ayam Sea area to be severely polluted.
Second factor is agriculture industry. Farmers use fertilizers and pesticides on their crop. The waste from this activity will be absorbed by the soil and will then flow into nearby river and water lines. This will cause the rate of reproduction of algae and plankton to be very high and cause other aquatic life to be killed. For example, in the Gulf of Mexico, the area is declared a dead zone because around the area there is no direct impact from air pollution. Pesticide and insecticide, or known as pesticide, are sprayed, but it has contaminated the water of the flow of pesticide residues into the river when it rains. In Malaysia, pig factors are among the highest sources of air pollution due to the agriculture industry. According to statistics, the pig population is 1.74 million in Malaysia. Agriculture activities such as growing vegetable and rice produce many liquid chemicals that are drained into river.
Third section, Impacts.
Impact from water pollution is lack of stable water. The UN said that billions of people around the world have no access to clean water to drink or sanitation, particularly in rural areas. Malaysia is a tropical country that is blessed with abundant rainfall throughout the year, yet the country still suffers from water shortage and water quality issues. Global, at least 2 billion people use drinking water sources contaminated with feces by 2025. Half of the world population will live in areas experiencing water stress. In the less developed countries, 22% healthcare facilities have no water services, 21 have no sanitation services, and 22 have no waste management services. Second impact is water pollution affects environmental beauty. Water pollution is also affecting the beauty of the world today. For example, beach filled with rubbish are annoying and not beautiful to look at. Garbage dumped at sea is the cause of this. This condition of the seawaters or river that stink as a result of bacteria from pollutants that are dumped into the seawater or river creates an uncomfortable situation for human and other living things in this world. For example, nearly 78% of turtles that die are due to ingestion of plastic or human waste because it is considered food by them. Turtles are gazetted as protected animals because of their greatly dwindling and endangered population. In addition, areas with polluted water are not longer suitable for habitation. This is because growing plants cannot live well, and animals or humans who drink from the contaminated water can die. Activities such as fishing, other water activities are also no longer suitable to be held in areas where the water is polluted. Next is effects on human health. Material dumped in the river will reduce the oxygen content in the water. Humans can also get serious illnesses or health problems if they drink or use contaminated water. Garbage and factors dumped into the water also encourage bacteria to continue to multiply and become a problem to live in the water as well as to humans themselves. In general, water pollution kills humans. In 2015 alone, 1.8 million people died from the water pollution worldwide. Contaminated water makes us sick because it carries thousands of types of bacteria and viruses that stem from harmful waste and toxins. Among the diseases associated with water pollution are diarrhea, typhoid, and colon cancer. Contaminated water is not only dangerous to drink, but it also affects if we swim and can lead to skin cancer or other skin disease.
Okay, next, water pollution also will affect on aquatic life. Industrial waste often contain many toxic compounds that damage the health of aquatic life and their food. This poison can cause fatal effect and habitat loss to animal life. For example, the dumping of domestic waste into the beach in Terengganu causes turtles to die from plastic ingestion. Toxic waste from disposed industry also cause the pH of the water increase, making it unfit for aquatic animals to live in. Contamination of the aquatic environment can make it difficult for light to pass through. When this is the case, photosynthesis cannot take place, thereby disrupting the growth of microorganisms and plants that contribute to the growth of freshwater fish. When there is a build-up of contaminant in the water, either as toxic chemical or biological waste, it affects the amount of oxygen in the water, which makes it difficult for the inhabitant to breathe. It can also result in immune suppression and reproductive problems, which can spell doom from aquatic life. Oil spills from ship are also one of the primary causes of pollution in the ocean and sea. Oil spills can remain for years without washing off, and since they are almost impossible to mop out, they can leave lasting damage to the aquatic animal in their habitat. Lastly, water pollution can cause flooding. Dump domestic waste such as garbage and industrial waste into the river can cause the river to become shallow and the water flow to be blocked. This obstructs the free flow of the water that enter into this drain, causing water to back up during rainfall, flooding the surrounding area. A build-up of garbage can also obstruct the natural flow of water in river and stream. Flood causes the spread of communicable disease, destruction of natural habitats, crops, livestock, homes, and properties, degradations in the water quality, and loss of natural vegetation and animals. Solid waste include leftover diapers, plastic, broken lamp and furniture, and so on. Liquid waste include used cooking oil, excess paint use is used, sewage from the toilet, and soapy water from the washing machine.
Fourth section, prevention.
How to prevent water pollution? First, do not throw garbage into river, lakes, or the sea. Clean up the rubbish on the beach and the sea. Take actions against those who violate the rules set by the authorities severally. Enforce the implementation of the act to prevent people from dumping garbage in river or the sea. Fines should be increased as well as imprisonment imposed on the offender. Holding a campaign in the community that is to love our main resource, which is water. Installing garbage trap in drain or downstream to prevent the garbage from flowing into the river so that the rivers can be cleaned. From the sewage treatment plants, sewage will go through several chemical disposal processes to reduce the amount of toxic waste. Solid particles and inorganic matter are removed using a filter. Using biological filter and process that naturally degrade organic waste. Conserve water by turning off the tap. It helps conserve energy and reduce carbon pollution. It helps prevent water wastage problems and reduce the amount of contaminated water that need to be treated. Just by turning off the tap while you brush your teeth in the morning and before bedtime, you can save up to 8 gallons of water. That adds up to more than 200 gallons a month. Do not dispose of liquid materials such as paint, oil, or other liquids that complicate the treatment process into the sinks, toilet bowls, and into the drains because it complicates the process of treating water.
And the last prevention is reduce plastic waste. As we know, 80% of the plastic is in our ocean is from land source. In order to reduce the amount of plastic entering our ocean, we need to reduce our use of plastic globally and improve plastic waste management. In addition, we also can emulate other countries that as San Francisco and Chicago that support a bag tax. Moreover, the public is also advised to bring a bag or basket when shopping to reduce the use of plastic bags. In other action, we also can recycle bottles because plastic bottles are also sorted by types of plastic. Thus, many ways that we can practice to reduce plastic waste and also can reduce water pollution.
The fifth section, conclusion.
In conclusion, preventing water pollution and conserving water is essential to ensure a continuous abundance of water that is safe to use for ourselves and future generations. Water pollution is any water pollution caused by humans that reduce its usefulness to human and other organisms in nature. Therefore, water pollution will affect many aspects such as disease to human, aquatic life will be affected, and the economy of our country. Therefore, if we do not take any action to reduce the causes of water pollution, future generations will not be able to taste clean water in their life.